initial thoughts on this whole season. Kind of a little bit crazy with you getting a few call ups and ended up getting back here in time for quite the run in the playoffs again. But another long year for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely quite the journey. Starting the year like we did, not so hot, and then ended up in the Kelly Cup Finals is just it's amazing. I'm very proud of that group of guys, and I was happy to be a part of it.
As a leader, what was different about this year? Kind of taking a little bit more of a role. Obviously, you were part of the group before, but kind of stepping in as the captain. What was a little bit different for you this year?
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely had to take on a little bit more of a leadership role, but I mean, we had a bunch of leaders in that locker room. Not to name guys, but you got the Trevor Gillies, Rob Flick. I mean, I could go down the whole list. A lot of leaders in that room. A lot of guys with experience, knew how to win, and it showed there. Going from a team barely making the playoffs to ended up in the Kelly Cup Finals was amazing, and it was a crazy journey. I was happy to be a part of it.
What do you remember about the run through the playoffs? And obviously, seemed like you were down a few times and you come right back, and I'm sure that was pretty cool to be a part of.
Yeah, it was a roller coaster ride, that's for sure. And we've seen that the past 2 years. You're up, you're down, but this year especially, it seems like we were fighting from behind a lot. But we got it done, coming in from behind in 2 playoff series, down 2-0, and coming back and winning those series and making it to the finals. Obviously, we would like a different outcome there in the finals, but it doesn't take away from the fact that we had a great season.
What was it like working with Coach Rosofsky from the other side? We probably had you update us throughout the season on what he had been doing a little bit differently, but knowing him as an assistant coach the past couple of years, what was the transition like working with him now as a head coach?
For myself, not that much. I thought Ryan did a great job transitioning in. It definitely helped to have some returning guys there. He could kind of feed off of and us feed off him and kind of help each other out in that aspect. But I think Ryan did a great job with this team, and it showed, make it as far as we did.
What do you do in the off season? Where do you set up shop? I know you've been here for a while, but do you stay here in Charleston? What's your process like to get ready for the next year?
I'll go home for a little bit, see friends and family, and kind of regroup. But I'll spend most of my summer down here and preparing for another season.